I think I'm still learning lots about myself and kind of what I need to succeed throughout a season. I think just keeping an open mind and always wanting to keep learning. And I have a good relationship with my teammates. I think I've only gotten closer with my teammates and been able to develop some good friendships since I've been here. When there's competition within the team, it just speaks to the depth. So, if we have players that are close to starting or it's difficult for Emma to pick the starting 11, then that means that we have good players on the bench. And forming partnerships on the pitch is huge. When you understand how a player moves or the type of passes they like to play, I think it helps a lot. So there's definitely something about developing those partnerships, and I think a lot of that just comes with time on the pitch together. There's so many players I love playing with. I think my perfect partnership within the team would be Ji So-yeon or Drew Spence. I really enjoy playing with both of them just because I feel like they're possession players, they want to give the ball and get it back. I love to combine with them, and I think we kind of have similar brains in how we move and play on the pitch. When new players join the team, I think everyone kind of has a role to play just in welcoming them and making them feel part of the team, especially if it's someone moving to a new country. I understand how that feels, so just doing our best to check in on them and kind of reinforce them on the pitch, just kind of reinforcing that positive energy for them on the pitch. For me, I knew I wanted a challenge and I knew I wanted to come to a team that I knew I wasn't going to be one of the best players, so I think in that sense, I'd like to think that others kind of see the positive in that and, kind of the benefit of going to a challenging environment and playing with players that aren't as good to you is ultimately, I think it's helped me improve as a player. So, I hope other people could bring something from that. My top 3 tips for young, aspiring female footballers, I think the first one I would say is don't take yourself too seriously. I think when you're trying to improve as a player, there's going to be a lot of trial and error, and you're going to play with players that are better than you, and I think kind of just easing up on yourself and not expecting yourself to make big strides overnight. I think leaning into the improvement process, and the last thing I say is just watch a lot of football on TV. I think for me, I grew up watching Barcelona and I was in love with Iniesta and I always wanted to play like him. So I think having players, whether it's in the women's game or the men's game, to kind of emulate and look up to and watch them and watch their habits on the pitch.